The forecast today is not looking so great. There's supposed to be quite a bit of rain, but it might actually clear up this afternoon. So what we're going to do is this morning, we're going to go to downtown Dahlonega, Georgia, and we're going to learn a little bit of history about this area. And then hopefully afterward, we'll come out here and find a little bit of gold. All right, here I am at the square in downtown Dahlonega, and we're getting ready to go take a look at the Dahlonega Gold Museum and see what they got inside there. All right, I'm here outside the Dahlonega Gold Museum, which was the Lumpkin County Courthouse here in Dahlonega, Georgia. And they turned it into this museum now. And so they got a lot of cool stuff to look at inside. So they got this little display here inside the Gold Museum, and you notice all these coins here. That's because this area was so rich in the early 1800s that they actually opened a branch of the U.S. Mint that did nothing but mint gold coins. And here's some of the examples: the $1, the $2.50, $3, $5, and then I guess a Type 2 $5 coin. But they closed this mint down and built the University of North Georgia on that site. But right here, there's some samples of ore, so I figured to take a look at this might give us a better idea what we're looking for when we're out at the creek. So this right here, believe it or not, is actually mostly quartz, completely covered with gold. So if you find something like that, you're going to know exactly what you're looking at. And then right here is a piece of quartz. And you'll notice that it's mostly just bull quartz, but it also has a little bit of hematite or iron oxide minerals at the top there. And the gold is really small, and this is as close as I can get to it. I don't know if you can even see that on camera, but there's gold all over the outside of that. Here's another piece right here. Once again, plain white bull quartz. But it's got some pretty nice gold on the outside of it. And the same over here. I mean, there's basically no sulfide minerals at all in the ore here. And here's some more examples. As you can see, no sulfide minerals, just quartz. Now right here is some of the nuggets that they've found here. This one right here at Duke's Creek, 5.6 ounces. It's interesting how water-worn it is, because we don't find a lot of water-worn gold around here. Usually it's really rough, more like this one right here, 3.65 ounces. This is more what I would expect to see around here. There's a lot of pretty good sized nuggets. And we got some rough ones and some water-worn ones there. And yeah, so I haven't seen anything like this out here at the creek, but you never know. Oh, look, there's some wire gold. Wow, that's pretty cool looking. All right. A perfect octahedron crystal of gold. Now that's pretty cool. All right, let's go check out some other stuff. All right, so from mine to mint. Much of the gold that miners collected consisted of small particles. Well, we already know that. Miners sometimes stored this gold dust in goose quills. Wow, I never would have guessed that one. In the 1830s, gold dust was the de facto currency of Dahlonega. Miners used it to pay for goods at supply stores and drinks at taverns. Gold particles were melted into lumps in crucibles. These larger lumps were taken to the assayer at the mint. The assayer determined the amount of gold and other metals in the sample and paid the miner or mining company for it. Since there was a shortage of circulating coins, mining companies often paid employees with mine money, certificates that could be exchanged for goods at the company store. Now, they were already trying to push paper money back in the early 1800s, huh? So they got some nice little pictures over here. And some other items up here. So what do we got? Some fluxes. Some old fluxes is what I'm assuming these are. Bone ash. So potassium carbonate. So yeah, hydrochloric acid. All right. More fluxes and such. Powdered lead oxide. Interesting. All right, let me pause it here so you can read that. Has a D mint mark. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, those must be the U.S. branch mint employees. And there's a picture of the old mint right there. All right, and this little sign here shows what coins they minted here and how many of them and what years and all that. $6,108,235. Wow, so a dollar was $20 back then, so that'll tell you right there. $120 million, is that right? So part of the history that I never learned about in school, because they never even taught us about the Georgia Gold Rush, was that the Trail of Tears is associated with the Georgia Gold Rush. So what is it, 1835 is I think when the Indian Removal Act started, so they could get all the Cherokee off of where their gold was going to be, so they could do the land lottery. Where did I see oh yeah. So the land lottery, here's the rules of it. It's kind of interesting. But they divided up the claims here, and that left no room for the Cherokee in the eyes of good old Andrew Jackson. What we got here, like a little mock poker game, some old school cards without numbers on, and some currency, some interesting currency of some sort, mining certificates, gold certificates, I guess. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these real quick for my Patreon giveaway, a little Christmas tree ornament here. So we're gonna throw that on in with the pay dirt. Now you may have heard that saying, "There's gold in them thar hills." Well, that was said right here on this balcony right behind me. And you know, the gold rush here started in 1828, but in 1849, obviously it had the California gold rush, and a lot of the miners said, forget about this Georgia stuff with all this flour gold, we're going to California. And the guy standing up there, I think he was like an assayer or something, he was trying to convince people not to leave. So he was pointing at those hills there in the background and telling people there's still gold here, and there's still gold here, but it's definitely not as good as California. So because of a super chat from an awesome YouTuber who is one of my mentors but doesn't even know it, and then one of my viewers who was so kind to donate some pay dirt, it's going to be a pretty nice Patreon reward this month. And so right now I'm going to go down to the Crisson Mine. I'm going to get some of their crushed ore, pan it out, and then I'm going to take that gold and add it to this month's reward. All right, here we go. I'm at the panning station right now, and I used that super chat from last week to get these 2 bags of gold ore here that's crushed up. I'm gonna pan it all out, see how much is in there, and put it in my pay dirt. All right, let's go ahead and get this all panned out. If you want to practice panning, this is a good place to do it because this crushed quartz is really light material, so you're not dealing with as much black sand as you are at the creek. I'm probably just going to keep filling up the pan, and then that way I only got to roll it back one time. So let me pan this out, and I'll be right back before I roll it back. Oh yeah, I can already see it in the corner there.
Already showing.
Oh, look at that. This is so easy to pan compared to that.
We'll show.
You know, I mean, creek is just like pure black sand. It's just so much easier if you're a beginner out here.
Yeah.
So you might have heard a different cameraman talking a second ago, and I just ran into hide and seek prospecting. And if you don't know who he is, he runs Appalachian Goldstock, and you should look that up. I'll leave a link to it in the description, but it's a pretty fun event. I haven't had the chance to check it out yet, but I'm definitely going next season. So anyway, hide and seek prospecting.
Catch you soon.
Oh, that's kind of loud. Don't get your fingers under there. Interesting. Somehow it separates the heavies. I don't know how that actually works. Well, there's like a secondary groove right down here. So what I think this is like the 1800s Blue Bowl. Is that what this is? The old timer Blue Bowl? It must be. And look, there's like little holes, and where is it? Little holes right down there. Interesting. Is this what I think it is? It is. It's a water cannon, isn't it? From hydraulic mining. That thing is a beast. I mean, they would just straight up destroy mountains with these water cannons. Here's a little sign to talk about it. But hydraulic mining was really big out here in the 1800s. So, wow. Looks like a catapult. I don't know what this big thing is on top. I have no idea what that's all about. But man, that's a big pipe right there. I mean, jeez. They were not playing games. Check out this ore cart right here. I wonder how old this thing is. But could be some gold in some of these. Yeah, we'll look at some more ore samples here in a little bit. Oh, look at this. Nothing special. So this is the big stamp mill here, and it actually still operates. They use it more for like a tourism thing. They still mine here, but they don't use this like on a regular basis. This is more of just for demonstration purposes, but it definitely does still crush rocks. Let's see if we can, some big stamps down in there. There's more conveyor onto another conveyor that goes up to here to the hammer mill. So that's a big old hammer mill right there. That is no joke. All right, and then comes out of the hammer mill, and then I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Is that another conveyor of some sort? I'm gonna jump down there and see. All right. All right. So it comes out of here. Not really sure what that is, but are those, is that where the copper plates are? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Let me climb back over here. Ugh. They probably didn't want me to do that. All right. Ah, a shaker table. Wow, they had a sophisticated system back in the 1860s when this place was running. Wow, so this is a shaker table. Check that out. Interesting. Interesting. So, and then I'm assuming that the heavies fall in there, maybe. I don't know. But man, this is very elaborate. Because then it comes off of the shaker table and then goes into a ball mill. And I doubt anybody here has seen a ball mill that size before. That thing is massive. Massive. Holy smokes. Let me give you an idea. That's how big this ball mill is. Isn't that crazy? This thing is huge. Okay, that thing that looked like a cement truck, cement mixer thing, it was a cyanide tank. So that's interesting. And they got all these cyanide tanks down here. That's crazy. Ooh, look at that old car back there in the back. I'm not sure what that is.
Classifies for a gold cube.
Uh-huh.
These are trommels for a gold cube.
The trommels fit on top of the gold cube.
On top of the gold cube. And
wow, how much are those?
There's a different price. There's electric and there's water driven.
Wow.
Okay, and we have both. So this is a water driven. That's an electric. And
for a gold cube, you know, I've never seen anybody use anything on top of a gold cube like this.
Is that right?
Well, is this one made by Gold Cube?
That's not one of mine.
It's not one. Yeah, this one's got the Gold Cube logo on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's a trommel too with the hopper. Yours is the same thing but bigger and cheaper.
I think it's about the same price.
About the same price?
Yeah, about the same price.
Okay. And you guys are selling
and it's water driven. They only make electric.
The 4-stack.
Yeah,
this 4-stack, this price is just the Gold Cube. That doesn't include the hopper.
Right.
The hopper is the trommel, it's trommel and hopper, $750. And what are yours?
They're about the same price, but the electric's a little cheaper than the water driven.
Oh, okay.
There should be tagged, but they're in that same price.
Gotcha. It is pretty. I've never seen anybody use it on any of the videos that I've watched.
Well,
and then here you just got a little classifier screen.
You hook a pump up to it right here.
This is probably more economical than
well, yeah.
a trommel.
This is typical, and we sell a lot of these. This is for your cleanup hose. And,
okay.
You adjust the angle here. It washes here and here and here. Washes on 3 sides.
All right. 3-stack is
$389.
$389.
This will go on a gold cube, and it'll also go on an A52 sluice.
Oh.
You can put on an A52 sluice box.
Really?
Yep.
Really? So
yeah,
I mean,
see that slot right there? Those slots right there?
That'll fit on the edge of your sluice.
A50, any 10-inch sluice.
So you can. Oh, I have a 10-inch sluice.
It'll fit on any 10-inch sluice.
How much is that piece right there? Did you make this one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't price them to $10.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I won't hold you to it. You're just the
I don't know how much
you're the designer manufacturer.
Yeah, this is about a 5-ton-a-day machine.
5 tons a day.
Yeah, typical.
Nice.
And that's water driven. This is electric.
Yeah.
That's a 6-inch. This is 6-inch. That's a short box. This is a long box. That's the only difference.
Man, that is a monster. Monster for a hobbyist.
Yeah.
And since we are in Georgia, here is the Boar box featured on Dan Hurd's videos, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description of that so you can check that out. But here we are at a retail store, and $447. I mean, that's a pretty good price for what it is. So look, this one's even got the suggestions that Dan Hurd made. This little ramp right here to keep your tailings from getting stuck on there. It comes with the bilge pump and all the wiring and everything. Well, you're not going to find many stores that have this big of a selection of mining equipment as the Crisson Mine does. I mean, here's your blue bowl, you got your miller table, all your metal detectors, and we got high bankers, dredges, high banker dredge combos, everything you need. We got wetsuits, we got all different kinds of pans up here, extra pontoons for your dredges, classifier screens. Ooh, I may need to get like a smaller classifier screen. Actually, I think I am. I'm gonna get a smaller classifier screen. Which one is this? 25 bucks for, is that 150 mesh? I might get that. So if you happen to be coming to the North Georgia area, or even Atlanta, because we're like 75 miles north of Atlanta, definitely come on out to the Crisson Mine, or Crisson, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Established in 1847, and definitely come check it out. All right, it's lunchtime and it's still misting a little bit outside, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and head on to the creek and see if we can get some gold today. I only brought one snuffer today, so I'm gonna empty that snuffer into my coffee cup so I don't mix the gold from the creek with the gold from the Crisson mine that I'm giving away. All right, so I only have a couple hours, and I think I'm gonna spend those couple hours right through here, because this is obviously a pretty good little gold trap, it appears. So I'm just gonna do pan and shovel, pan as many pans as I can, right through here, and see what we can get in 2 or 3 hours. Okay, here's my logic. I got the water flowing right through there. It's got like a straight path. A tree's kind of blocking it, and then I just took my first test pan from right here. So it's kind of that first place that the bigger rocks start dropping, and did a pan, and there's a few decent flakes in there. There's several colors. Yeah, there's definitely several colors in there. I would say enough to keep going right here. See, there's gold there, and then up there, quite a few colors, I would say. Well, I didn't really do a whole lot of filming at the creek today, otherwise it would be a super long video. I ran about 12 pans because that's about all the time I had. So let's go home and clean it all up and see if there's a chance that we might have moved the scale. So let's head there and find out. Well, I got the gold all cleaned up. It's not very much, but for 12 pans, I think it's okay. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit, if it'll focus, and zoom in. There you go. Check it out. It's kind of decent. So let's dry it up and weigh it up. Alright, I'll kind of be surprised if it actually does move the scale. It's really not much, but we only did 12 pans. 0.068 grams. So we did move the scale. That's awesome. You'll notice I have a new scale that does thousandths of a gram, so check it out. Well, I'm already back out here, and it's the next day, trying to get more gold at the same spot. I don't think we did too bad for about 12 pans worth of material. So I'm going to run some more today and see how it goes. But don't forget to check out the Patreon. We just had a drawing, and it was a pretty cool reward. So link in the description, so check that out. And if you want to join to be eligible for next month, go to patreon.com/rookie gold prospector and sign up there. It's only $3 for the entry level tier. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video, and I'll see you next time.